So, good evening, guys. Good evening, guys. So, any doubts?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So, any doubts? First of all, everyone registered at tripatanalytics.com. Whoever hasn't completed, can you please complete now or today? You joined through this link, right? So you haven't explored the tripatanalytics.com and you haven't joined through that, right? Fine. So any doubts, guys? Let me start the session. Before that, any doubts?
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Ma'am, actually, yesterday you said to download 2021.1.1 version of Tableau, right?
2021, 2020.4, 20, anything.
Like it is in my system, it is not allowing me to download. It is telling me to download only 2021.1.17 version.
2021 point?
1.17.
What is your configuration?
System configuration is 64-bit Windows 10.
Then it should.
Hello.
Yeah, then it should give you the latest one, right? What is the version that you're hitting?
Version actually it is displaying me 2021.1.17.
Doesn't
Yeah, I was
21.17 also there is no much change, no great changes. So you can use that.
I can use that, right?
But we're still not sure why that is showing that.
It is showing, it is displaying my error rate. I will read out that.
Let's see if that problem persists, then we'll try to set that. Because initially, for now, you can start using that. Again, somewhere, some point of time, we'll try to resolve it.
Yeah. So, yes.
I have registered using one of my relatives' ID card, but they said that they are unable to process because they didn't get the information about the date of joining, something like that. So again, I wrote a mail to customer care saying that this is a genuine ID and I have attached my ID. So how many days it will take, or how much time it will take?
You have written mail to Tableau.
No, ma'am. Within that, there is one mail provided by. Within that student support, there is one mail provided.
Of course. Okay. In that portal, you have written.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, to be frank, I don't know why, because every time, see, here I'm using Tableau desktop, right? So I'm using obviously the student license. So every time when I register, I never faced that issue, but I think they'll resolve soon. If not, let us wait. Meanwhile, download the Tableau public. Let us wait till this Thursday or Friday. If not, let us find some other ways.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
I actually have encountered the same, but I've again uploaded my ID card and I got the license.
Very like it will never ask it even from the searches that it provides, right? So whatever the list of the colleges that we enter, that most of the colleges will be listed in that.
Actually, that college is not there.
College is not there. Anywhere on the universe, college is not there. Huh?
I don't know, ma'am. I was also surprised, but that is not a very good college. So just now, I think before 2-3 years, it got started.
It is not about this college, what college, ma'am. So let us wait. See, let us see.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. If in no more doubts, then can we start? I think. Okay, guys. So how was your day one yesterday? Actually, yesterday was your day one. So Tableau is looking like a bit flexible, right? Okay, let me start. So Rajeshwar, can you stop presenting your screen so that I can start? Okay, thank you. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay. So let us start one important discussion today. What is that discussion? Let me find out. Okay, let it be. What is that? I'm clearing the sheet. So yesterday we had some discussion about this. I'll come from the starting. I'm closing everything.
We are seeing a blank screen, right?
No. I'm opening something here. So here today the discussion is about live and extract, right? Guys, live and extract, we will go step by step. I'll explain some points and I'll give a stop and I'll ask you whether you are coming with me or not. Then again, I'll explain some point. Okay. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts, hold the doubts with me. Okay. So that is how we will do today.
Kalpana, did you start Zoom recording this week?
I started Zoom recording. Now I'm starting this.
Oh.
Okay, now here, what is that I'm doing? I'm taking one Excel sheet, guys. So here I'm taking field and value. Here I'm just taking. $400. So something like this, I have one data set. Even I'll show this with server also. So we'll connect to Oracle database somehow in the middle, somewhere in the middle. So I'll show you that also. But here, let us understand the concept. What is that we are talking about? So here, let me save it to desktop. Here, I'm keeping it as book one, guys. So no issues. So I'm closing this. So now, okay, you are giving me a message. Now, what is that? My data source is the book one that I have created now. So what is the location of my data source? My data source is on my desktop and it is under Excel and it is a flat file. And here what is my data source? My data source is Excel. That is why I'm connecting to Excel. And where it is located on the desktop, if you can see, this is the data source that I'm having. I'm connecting to the data that I've just created here. Now, here when I'm taking this is the sheet one and this is the data that it is holding. Now, what is the connectivity that I'm having here? There are two types of connectivity that Tableau is providing. One is live and another one is extract. As of now, I'm talking about live, and by default, when you connect to the data source, the default connectivity that Tableau takes is live connection here. So what is meant by live connection? For example, here I'm going to this sheet one. So this report, how to build this report, again, we will come back to this. There is a detailed explanation on this. As of now, just imagine that I have created a report here. I have created.
We are not able to see your screen.
Yeah.
Stop that, please. Please stop me then and there itself, guys, please. Now?
Yeah, now we can.
Everyone, right? Yes.
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 So
yes.
I haven't done anything, guys. I've just connected to the data source and I have created the data. You have seen that? So this, like, let me come from the starting. So I have taken one Excel, guys. I haven't done anything. I have just taken one Excel with this field and value, and I saved it. I kept the by default that name as when I save it it comes as book one, right? I just saved with the name. The data source is this Excel file for me as of now. Okay. Now what is that I have done? I haven't done anything else, guys. I just connected to this data. Yesterday I have shown you how we will connect to the data. What is your type of file? So it is an Excel. When you click on that, where is the data source? When you click on that, you will be redirected to this data source page. This you know very well. From yesterday's session, you learned this. Now, what is that discussion? By default, the connectivity is live. So what is meant by the connectivity is live? So whenever your data source, whenever Tableau is in live connectivity with the data, guys, any doubt? Okay. Live.
And I have one doubt.
Yes.
Actually, what is flat file?
No, the data, other than the servers, if you are having your data here in any of these formats, either in text file or it is a PDF file or it is Excel. So I'm just mentioning it as a flat file. That's it. There is no such thing.
Just I want to ask him, what is flat file actually?
What is flat file means?
I know Excel file, how it is, and text files is there.
Text files are user plan.
I didn't get it.
Pad or user tag are called flat.
So these type of data sources where you don't have connectivity to your server, where your data is present in any of these file formats, generally we mention them as flat files.
Sorry.
When your data is present in any of these sources, like in Excel or text file, where you will not have any connectivity to your server, then these types of files, generally we mention it as flat files.
Okay.
Okay. Got it? Now, here I have connected to the data. Now, what is meant by the data? Tableau is in live connectivity with the data source. What is meant by that? So here, Tableau never saves any data with it. Whenever you send any query, what is meant by sending any query? First of all, Tableau's language is a visual language. What is meant by visual language? Tableau has its own patented language where the query will be sent in the form of SQL, and when it is presenting at the front end, here you are getting some graphics or some bars, right? So visualization visual means that visualization plus your query is your output here. But in the back end, here it is retrieving data or it is sending some query to your data source. What is this data, guys? Something that is present in your tables. So how you are getting your data? Tableau is sending a query about what is this field, what is the data it is containing, and group the values to the by field. Like that, it will send a query, right? Select sum of value, group by field. That is what a query will be sent to your data source. And the reports or the results are shown here. Then what is that live connectivity means in Tableau? Tableau will never ever save any data. Only the connectivity path or only the connection path has been saved with that data source. Whenever you are looking at the data, whenever you are refreshing your data, once you publish it to the server, so every time when you are opening now, after 1 hour, you will refresh. So the latest data that gets added to your server at the tables at your server end, whatever the latest data that gets added, everything will be updated at your visualization end also. Why? Because every time whenever you are looking at the data, it is whenever you are refreshing, it is sending a query, it is getting the latest data. Then what is it Tableau is saving? Is Tableau saving any data? No, Tableau is not saving any data. Tableau is saving only the connectivity path. So in your server, you need to mention what is your server, what is your username, what is your password, what is your port number, all these details will be there, right? Those connectivity path details will be saved. Then why I required live connectivity? For example, if you are having any data that needs to be updated for each of the refresh or for instances, immediately you just need the data. For example, stock data, or for example, generally, let us take one example. Cricket match is happening. So when Sachin or someone has hit 6 or 4, immediately it should come, right? After 15 minutes, it is coming, means there is no usage of that data, right? So instantly you just need some data. Then up-to-date data. Then in that type of cases, you will need this live connectivity. And when should I go with live connectivity? The first thing is when you need up-to-date data for each of the refresh that you are doing. And secondly, when your database is high performance database. What is meant by high performance database? For example, here, this is the report that I have developed, guys. So this is the report that I have developed. At a time, I am opening the report. Might be I'm sitting in one front of the at one end of the country. I'm looking at this report. On the other end of the country, somewhere somehow you have sat down at some place and you are also retrieving the same output, and some other also exploring the same dashboard. But here, when it is sending the query, every time when it is sending the query, this is not the only work that data source will have, right? Apart from this, data source has its own works or its own query to be performed. So when the queries are going to your data sources, when they are maintaining that queue, so immediately if Tableau, if data source can gives you the output, then in that case also you can go with live connectivity. If you send a query, if your query is getting the output after 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then there is no usage of live connectivity. So what is the second requirement or second instance when you need to go with live connection? The first is when you want minute-to-minute update. And the second is when your data source is high performance data source. In these two cases, you can go with live connectivity. Everyone clear? Now here, I'm doing one small thing. What is that I'm doing? So this is my data source. I'm doing the general data source operations. What are that? Insertion, so updation. I'm updating B to 600. Deletion. I'm deleting D here. Right? I'm pressing Ctrl S, guys. Now I'm coming back to Tableau. Now you know that at your data source end, some changes has happened. Some changes are happened at your data source end. Now you are coming back to your Tableau. Now, if you right click on the data source that you are having, if you click on this refresh, then immediately whatever the changes that happened at your data source end will be reflected at the Tableau end. Okay? Everyone. Sorry?
Ma'am, already we created report or chart and the database has updated. And what happens to the chart? Is it modified or updated or something like that?
Yeah, that is what here.
As far as I know.
Here, earlier B value was 200. Now, what is the B value? 600. From where you got this 600? Some changes happened at your data source end that got reflected at the Tableau end. If you remember, you are having here D value field. Now D is nowhere exists on this report.
It happens only after the refresh.
Yes, a refresh is mandatory to see the latest updates.
How to connect with live data?
Sorry?
No, how to connect the data live?
So here connectivity is the same. How you will connect to your data source from where you will start your journey. Here you will start connecting to your data source, right? Once you have connected to your data source, once you are onto this page, then the option is this, that what is that you are choosing? Either you want live or you want extract.
Okay, ma'am.
I have one more doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
And that you said, Tableau is not going to save the data
Yes.
anywhere when it is in live connection.
Yes.
So why do we require refresh now? It is directly getting the data from the database.
No, that is what updation. See, you want to see the latest update, right? So immediate, see, 5 minutes back, you have at 8:20, you have seen one report. Now
Yes.
at 8:25, you want to see the same report. Might be some data get added at your data source end. Here Tableau needs to query that, right? Tableau needs to, is Tableau is saving anywhere? Any which ways? When you want to see the latest data, Tableau needs to go and get the data, right?
It
So-
means that it is going to save some data somewhere. Otherwise, how it will show this graph?
Here, that is what, here it will not save the data. Here it will save only the meta, so that details, only the metadata. And here, whenever you are sending that query, Tableau will fetches that data and it will display that data. You are getting my point?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tableau will
Yes, ma'am.
saving of data is another option. That is why Tableau has offered you two options here. So what is that second option? With that understanding, you will get complete picture what is this live and extract. But as of now, what is the functionality? What is that live is doing in Tableau? That you need to be very clear.
Ma'am, here where do we see the query?
Now here that logs, in logs you can see the query. Even if you run your performance tuning, there also it will shows you the query. So there is one video you can see. I'll show you that. That is, this is very starting, right? I'll show you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the middle,
I have one now.
yes.
Ma'am, I want to show region-wise sales. So in SQL, I will write query like select a star from table, select a region.
Region, comma, say, yes, some of
Region,
sales,
comma,
some of sales,
sum of sales from table
yes,
and
group by, yeah,
group by group by region and having sum of sales.
Now what is your doubt? Tell me, what is
So
your,
I will write query like this in SQL,
yes,
but in backend Tableau will write same logics in backend.
yeah, but
And,
what is,
querying
yes,
a database.
yes, that is what I said you in the starting. What is that Tableau's language?
SQL.
vSQL, but here in the front end, not only Tableau, not only any platform, guys, querying the data source means that query needs to be in the form of SQL, yes or no? Querying
Yes.
your data source means you should send your query to your tables and you should retrieve the data. How you will fetch your data? General common thing. By using SQL queries. The same SQL queries will be used by Tableau, but it will write it in its own format, patented format. Even if you want to see the underlying query, Tableau will gives you that option in some places. Those places I'll show you.
Okay, I'm asking same queries. Backend also Tableau is writing same queries.
Writing the same query. Here, either it is your database or it is Tableau or it is Power BI. End of the day, when it is Tableau, if region-wise sales is coming as 1 lakh, in Power BI, it can't be 10 lakhs, right? It should be 1 lakh. Yes or no?
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Now I'm starting about, if you are clear about this, I'll start about talking about extract phase. Okay. So here, right here itself, I can convert this to extract, but let me come from the starting phase. Now I'm connecting to the same data source. I'm opening Tableau. Now here. Sorry, why I'm coming here? I have connected to this. Now, sorry. Here, from live connect, by default, it is in live, right? Now here I'm doing it, I'm selecting it as extract. Now I'm selecting it as extract. So what is that? It is saying something, it is saying extract will include all the data. That is fine. So let us come to this edit part later. But I just selected extract. I haven't done anything, guys. I'm just coming to sheet 1. I'm just trying to coming to sheet 1. I haven't done anything, guys. If you can observe, when I'm coming to extract, I just selected extract and I'm trying to come to this sheet 1 of this Tableau. Then immediately Tableau is asking you to save your data extract. You're able to see, right? Tableau data extract. So what is this Tableau data extract? What is that? It will happen when you select this Tableau data extract here. Now here it is asking you if you want to save the data, where you want to save the data. So give me some location so that whatever the data that is there in your data source, I will make a local copy of the data for you. What is that it is happening, guys? Just like any other Excel. Just now I have created Excel, right? Just like any other data source. Here I am able to create this data source. Yes or no? So here I'm selecting data sources under 2021 2.1. I'm creating this extract. Then what is that it is happening here? What is that you are doing here? Whatever the data that is there at your data source end, you are making a local copy of the data. Yes or no? What is the proof that you are making a local copy of the data? What is this path, guys? My documents, my Tableau repository, data sources. Is it something that is available in your machine? Or is it something related to server? No, right? It is something related to your machine. Now here, I have chosen this path. Like in my machine, under 2022.1, I am saving this Tableau data extract. Then what? This is available as a local copy. I forgot to show you one thing there. So so how can I recognize? I'll show you what is it will be in live. So, but how can you recognize whether it is a live or extract? Guys, can you please mute for 2 minutes? Whether it is a live or extract means here, guys. So here you are getting 2 cylindrical symbols, right? Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, sorry. So now here I have created the report. Now what is meant by this extract? So creating the report is something that we can do later. But what is meant by this extract? Whatever the data that you have connected to whichever server you have connected to, and whatever the data that is there, that data you are making a local copy of the data and you are keeping in your machine. Then what is that it will happen? Anyways, when you are developing any report, either it is from live or extract, whenever they want to see the data, it needs to send the query, it needs to get the data, right? Then here, it no need to depend on the server connectivity or the server functionality or whether it is high performance data source or not. That all things are not considered here. We'll schedule one time to create this extract. And based on that, it will create the extract. When whatever the latest data that is produced yesterday, till yesterday sometime we will keep, for example, here we are running the business. So till night 12 o'clock the business will be running. So at every day at the next day morning 4 o'clock, I'm creating these extracts. Okay. So that is why, sorry.
So just one question here. So while we establish the rescheduling time in extract, I mean, how will refresh the data in extract?
Scheduling is one most important thing that we perform on the extracts. First, we will extract this data source. We will publish this data source to our server. Then on this data source that we are having, we will schedule the extract and based on the time zones. So minimum time you need to have is 15 minutes. So with 15 minutes time gap, you can schedule your extracts.
I mean, how we will do that?
That part comes under server. So this is something that, guys, when I'm talking about this connectivity, either live or extracts, live or extract, here I'm talking about the Tableau desktop end. So what is this? Again, at the same data sources, again the same extract. But what is that it will happen and what is that we can do at the server level? That is a new thing, guys, that you will learn at server level. In the server concept that you will learn.
Okay. So in desktop version, if it is extract, then we can't refresh the data. Is it the case?
Why you can't refresh the data? If it is an extract, you will schedule an extract, right? So for example, today you are opening this report.
Correct.
Okay, this is an extract that I have created. Today you have created this report. Now, as first let us talk about instances where you need extract. So when you don't require minute-to-minute updates of the data, it is okay for you to see today's data by tomorrow morning, or today's weekly data or monthly data is fine for you. Then in that case, immediate refresh is not required in your data. In that case, you can go with extracts. Okay, when your database is a low performance database, in that case, you will go with extract. Theoretically, we'll say this, guys, but in real time, in 99% cases, we always go with extracts. Okay, in 99% cases, we always go with extracts. Why we will go with extract? That also we need to understand, right? Okay, now, so before talking about why we will go with extracts, here you are asking something, right? Now here I have the data got extracted at morning 4 a.m. IST, sometime at morning 4 a.m. IST, whatever the data that produced yesterday till night 12 o'clock, that data got updated and it is adding here. Now you are opening the same report in the morning. Now you are opening the same report in the evening. Now you are opening the same report at 11 o'clock in the night. So what is the data that you will see? Whatever the transactions that happened day before yesterday, that data you are seeing here. Yes or no? So this report will never change. But when it is in the live connection, for example, here at 5 o'clock in the evening, you have done one transaction. The data fetching is happening in the live connectivity mode. Then when I refresh this page, whatever the transaction happened at 5 p.m. in the evening will reflect in the view or not. Yes, sir. Common question, guys.
Yes.
Yes, right.
Yeah, if it is live, then.
Yes, if it is live, then that. If it is extract, then what is that you will see? What is the C value here? You will see till next day 4 o'clock. You will see it as 300 only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So can we say this live as a dynamic connection?
So I don't know your perception of definition for dynamic, but immediate minute-to-minute updates.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Then if it is your definition is that, then yes. So, and here till this point you are clear, right? Now here, this is the extract that I have created. How you can recognize whether it is an extract or not? Here you are getting two cylindrical symbols. Here I'm connecting in the live connectivity. So here only we can, in real times, we can connect to more than one data source, guys. So we will do that with only single data source, only in very rare cases we will work. So what is live connectivity? I'll show you here. So what is live connectivity? Now here, for example, in sheet 2, I'm developing one report using this data source. What is all this? You will learn, guys. Don't worry, but just to show you the difference between live connectivity and extract, I have taken this. Live connectivity means you will get single cylindrical symbol with this tick mark. Extract means these two cylindrical symbols. You are able to see this, right? So this is the difference between how you will recognize live or extract. Now I want to add few more points to this. Before adding few more points, can you, if you are having any doubts till this point?
Ma'am, in real time, we used to work on live data, live connection or extract.
See, if you are a Tableau developer, you will see both live connectivity dashboards and extract dashboards. In your work experience, you will experience both. But mostly it will be that is inclined towards extract in real times. Mostly it will be extracts, but it is not that you will never work on live. Yes, you will work on live data sources also, but mostly it is extract.
Ma'am, in the extract data, so we have to update anything in Excel file. You have two files. One is in repository and one is in desktop. So in which sheet we have to update anything we need to update?
I haven't got your question clearly. Can you repeat? You have two
Excel sheets. Now one is in repository in version,
so,
and one sheet is in desktop.
okay.
So now we want to update anything in the data. In which sheet we have to update?
What is your extract? What is your source? That you will extract, right? First of all, when it is in server, there is no concept of extract for Excel data sources, right? So only to the servers that you will connect to, only for that it will be, you will have that extracts, that one point. And next question is, you are saying you are having your data at two different places. Yes. So which one will be getting updated? What is your path here? You are having same workbook. You are saying you are having same data source. Two different data sources.
Same.
So you are saying book one is available in repository, book one is available on the desktop. Which one will get updated?
We want to add any more fields in that. Which sheet we have to update?
No, here it is not about the sheet, ma. Here.
No, I think the sheet which you are connecting with the Tableau, that particular data source or Excel sheet needs to be updated. Because from that sheet only the data will come to Tableau.
No. Give me 10-15 minutes more. I'll make you understand every bit of it. Then ask me the same question. Will that be fine?
Okay.
Yeah. Let us have this same questionnaire in the last, guys. So why? Because I'll add few more points to the discussion that we are having here. Now, what is the next discussion that we are having? Now here I got this data. And again, here I am doing some deletion, updation. So this general, whatever that happens at the data source end, right? So again, I added. Now here I'm adding this to deletion, updation, insertion. Now, this is the extract that I have, this is the extract that I have created. Now I want to refresh this extract. Then this refresh will never help you to refresh your extract. This refresh is for your live connectivity data source. then which one you need to use? Here you're able to see, right? One separate shelf is truly mentioned for your extracting of your data. Earlier I have said, I have given one statement directly from Live Connect area also you can connect, you can create your extract, where you can create your extract, and this is the space where you can create your extract. Now here on this extract, here, if you want to refresh, then here you can refresh your data. Now here, you're able to refresh your data, right? So that is how you will refresh your extracts. Now, I have told you one thing, that when it is live connectivity, so live connectivity means every time it needs to send a query and it needs to retrieve the data and it will be showing the data. When it is an extract, the local copy of the data will be available in your machine. Then obviously, which one will retrieve the query fastly, which one will gives you the output fastly? Obviously the extract, right? Even to add few more points to this, what Tableau, when you are creating an extract, what is the Tableau is creating? For example, here again, I'm taking this. I'm just taking this. I'm just trying to take this. I'm just trying to create an extract. So when I'm creating an extract, when I'm trying to go to sheet 1, here it is asking you to save that extract. But here, if you can see what is, I'm not talking about the file name that I'm giving. I'm talking about the save as type, Tableau data extract. What is the extension, guys? .hyper. So here Tableau has Tableau data engine, which will help you to, Tableau has its own algorithm to create these extracts, by which if you are having 10 GB of data, for example, your data is of volume 10 GB. Then with the algorithm that Tableau follows, the size of the extract will be 1/8 to 1/10 of your actual size of the data. For example, here it is, somewhere it is 10 GB of data. Then here actually your extract size will be 1 GB to 1.2 or 1.3 GB size. So that algorithm Tableau is having. What is the extension that you are getting for your Tableau data extract? This .hyper file. Prior to the version 10.5, I'm mentioning you the version prior to the version 10.5. The extension that you get here is .tde. So earlier also, right from the first version Tableau 7, Tableau is offering this extract, but till from Tableau version 7 to Tableau version 10.5, the extension was .tde, where there also Tableau creates the extract, but it is not that much effective as this .hyper files. They are effective. But when compared with, when you have true comparison between .tde file and a .hyper file, .hyper file fetches the data more fastly than .tde file. Okay, because of the algorithm that Tableau is following. Okay, now this is one more point I want to add. Clear, guys? So now here I want to add few more points to this discussion, guys. So what is that? For example, so I'm trying to create an extract. So I have connected to, and we are assuming that we have connected to an extract. We have connected to a server, guys. Even we'll do that also. But first, we are understanding the concepts here. That is why there is no difference between when you have connected to your server or this, guys. Why? Because here I'm taking this file. I'm taking this table, guys. Is anyone facing any issue?
Now it's easy.
Someone is pinging me. I don't know if anyone is facing. Now here, what is that I'm saying is something I want to add. So this is the, okay. This is a table that I got here, and with this I might define some joins, and I can perform some joins on this, and this is my final data that I'm looking for. So this is the final data that I'm looking for, and on that I want to create an extract, a huge volume of data that you are having. So when I'm performing, so I'm just to show you, I have added this, guys. So once your data is ready, once you think that this is a final data that you are looking after joining your tables and after performing defining relationships or joins, you felt that this is the data that you are looking for. Then you are creating your extract. Then from the tables that you are bringing your data, you might not need all the data that is coming from here. From the tables, all the data that is not required at the Tableau end to perform the analysis. Then what? So when I'm creating an extract, I will create an extract only for the required amount of data. What is meant by I'll create extract only for the required amount of data? I am clicking, when I'm creating this extract, I am using this option of edit. What is this edit option will give us? Here, it is giving you some option how to create this aggregate data, aggregate tables and all that. We'll see later. Now here, I am clicking on this add button. So when I click on this add button, what are the fields that are available in your data source? The dimensional fields or the measures, and I have shown you, right? So when you are getting your table, what is the data that will flow here? Yesterday I have shown you. If you can remember here, you are able to see, right? So all that is listed here. Those fields are listed here. From that, for example, here, I'm just giving you some understanding it. So my business, so where I'm running my superstore, my business is offering the products in these three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. As I got some information that office supplies is not that much, is not giving me as expected. So I don't want to analyze any data that is related to office supplies. I just want to analyze the data about technology and furniture. So when I'm taking this, when I haven't selected this, then what is my required fields in the final data that I'm looking for? The fields that I'm looking is about the data of furniture and technology. So I applied some filter where I'm excluding the not required fields from the, again, if you have some other requirement along with this. For example, I don't want to look at the office supplies data. I just want to analyze furniture and technology. Along with that, might be here the data is flowing for 4 years, 2020, 2021, 2018, 2019, sir. So I don't want to analyze the data here for 21 and 22. Sorry, here I want to analyze the data for 21 and 22. I don't want to get the data for 2019 and 2020. I just want to compare between whatever the transactions happened in 2021 and 2022. So what is that, this filter, what is this window and all that, you will understand this. Don't worry. Okay, every bit of it you will understand. Now I'm applying the filter, then it is keeping the filter that I have selected 2021 and 2022 with your requirements, with your amount of filters that you applied. Once you click on this OK, then Tableau is ready to create your extract for you. When you click on this sheet 1, now here it is creating a extract. Now with this, what here, category and year filter, yes or no? Category and year filter, I have created one extract. Now here where I'm saving here. Now click on save. Now here I'm going to this sheet. Now I am opening this sheet. Now I have my extract. I'm using this extract. Now here when I drag category, how many rows, how many categories you are getting?
2,
Earlier, how many categories you have?
3.
3. So what is this orders of count? I'll explain you later, guys, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But just tell me how many, what is the number here? 2331. That means when you created your extract, as you don't need your data for office supplies and 2019 and 2020, so the final extract is of 2,331 rows of data. How many rows you are having in total actually? 9,000 rows of data, somewhere 10,000 rows of data. With that, on that, when you applied your filters, for your required amount of data. How many rows of data you are getting? That means only enough amount of data is coming into the extract that you are creating. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Everyone clear about this point? So what is this count of orders? I'll tell you guys. This phase I'll explain you tomorrow. But this will gives you the number of rows that are present in your data source. That one point you just understand. Rest of the things, just leave it on me. Okay. Now you are clear about this. So what is that filters that you will apply and how you create your extracts?
Sure. So, just one question. Can we apply the same filter to the date field as well?
So this is the date field that we have applied, right? Order date. What is that you have selected for order date? How many years you have selected? So what is this this structure and all? You will understand tomorrow. But tell me, you have selected 2 years or not?
Correct.
Okay. So any doubts, guys? Why? Because again, it is another hard. I need to add few more points to this. Do you have any doubts? Okay. Now this is also clear for you. Now I want to add few more points to this. I'm closing these data sources that I've created. I just close this data. Now I just close this data source. Is the data source that I've just created, is it available for me? With the filter that I'm applied categories, only I have selected 2 categories and years I have selected 2. That data is available or not. Even right here also you can connect to your data where it will open your, what is this page? This is some sort of landing page options, right? Not complete landing page. It is giving you the option to connect to your data. Now, what is your, what is that you have just created? You created your data source as your Tableau data extract, right? Then how to connect to your extract that you have created? Is Tableau is giving you any option here? No, you are unable to see any option. Just click on this more and just go to my Tableau repository data sources 2022.1. This is the one that you have created just now. Now I'm connecting to this data. Now I have created this data extract. Now I'm connecting to this data. Then what is the connectivity you are getting? Don't get confused with my question, guys. What is the connectivity you are getting?
Live.
Why?
Because we are connected with the data source again.
Yeah, this is already, see what is that you have done on this data source, that is that extract, that filters, all that your requirement for the, by using all that you have prepared your data. This is your final data source, yes or no? That is available in your machine. Then to that data source you are connecting. So by default, what is the connectivity type to any data source that you are taking here in Tableau? Live. Everyone.
Yes.
Live, yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. This point is also clear. Now we will understand one more point here. So as of now, I am closing one more time this. I am closing this data source one more time. Again, I am closing this.
So here one question. So by default, it's live. So do we need to again change it to extract?
Again, you want to create any extract on this data. If then again you will see. Okay, let us understand one bit here. I'm connecting to the extract that I have created. This is the one. Now I'm going to this sheet. Now here I'm not going to this sheet. Sorry. Now I'm clicking on this extract. Now when I'm going to this, again it is creating an extract. You want to extract this data again. You're getting what is that it is happening here? Guys,
yes.
Yes, right? So you already prepared your data. On this data, if you want to apply any changes and on this table or on this Tableau data extract, if you want to apply, if you want to create another local copy, or if you want to extract your data, again the functionality or again the steps that you need to do is the same. Yes or no? Everyone should be clear about these points.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I extracted from some data source
Yes.
and I got the tables in my Tableau.
Yes.
Now I am doing some reports, or making some reports. Meanwhile, I am changing some data, ma'am. So it will get updated in my extracted tables.
Okay.
So when it will get updated in the main data source?
No, I'm not getting. But I'm not clear about your question.
Ma'am, I'll repeat.
Yeah, sure.
I extracted the data from the data source, ma'am.
Yes,
Now I
go
have
ahead.
my extracted tables in my Tableau. Now I am working on extracted tables. So I
Yes.
am going to update some fields. Okay, I made some reports and all, and I closed it. So the extracted file, maybe extracted tables are different compared to the main data source, because I updated some fields in this.
Yes, obviously.
So when it will get updated in the main data source, those tables, when it will be updated, who will update? How it will get updated?
So so you are asking me about, so for example, your data source is Oracle. You are asking me, here you are connecting to, for example, again, I'm connecting to this Excel. I'm connecting to this. Here, my table is this orders table. I'm talking about this extract refresh, but you are asking who will get the updated data to this orders table. That is what your question is, right?
No, I updated the orders table here after coming to Tableau. I updated some fields in the order table. So extracted data file
No.
will be having these updations. So I'm going to utilize this and
No. Let us understand. Okay, let me add one clear understanding here. After that, ask me if you have any questions. This Tableau, first thing is Tableau is a read-only file. Whatever the data that is present at your tables and in the server, that just get reflected at the Tableau end. Tableau can't do anything to the server. There is one functionality called write back. So that is one extension that Tableau is offering in these days. So, but if that is way beyond to the normal behavior of Tableau. But here, this data that you are connecting to is either OLTP or OLAP server, OLAP data sources. When that data is getting updated, obviously here, this data might be getting updated somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning. But here you schedule your extract at every day 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes or no? There are two different types of data sources. This is not the part that we do. Whatever that is presented the orders table, from this we will get our data and we will update here. And at the orders table, there might be the same changes, deletion, updation, insertion that can happen, right? At the data source end, deletion, updation, insertion, those type of changes can happen, right? So here in the real time, when we are creating the extract, whenever you are refreshing your extract, whenever you are getting your latest data, so here on an everyday basis, we will keep our extract for incremental refresh. But once in a week, depends on the business that they are running, depends on the priorities that they are having. In each of the businesses, they will run full refresh either on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. So that full refresh will brings all the data that changes that are happening at this data source and to your Tableau data extract. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am. It means to say that during the refresh only, the extracted table modification will be altered in the main data source. During the refresh, it will happen.
Yes.
Okay.
During the extraction, it will happen. It is not refresh, the terminology like, so when it is extracting in the morning, so you schedule at the morning or evening at midnight, somewhere at some point you will schedule your extract, right? Based on that, it will extract the data, it will keep it with you. So based on that report that you have generated by using that extract, to all those reports, it will the data will get updated. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about,
Ma'am,
yes, yes.
I'm sorry, but I have a bit confusion here, right?
No,
So,
no, tell me. I'm here to explain anything.
okay. So let's say first I connected with any table, right? So I have created the extract.
Yes,
So it's creating a copy of that data source, right? And later on, I have updated some fields in that table in the original data.
yes,
And when I refresh this extract one, will that field automatically will updated in this?
yes,
That,
yes. Again, one simple point, let us understand. Here, this is one orders table. This is present in Oracle database. Okay. Oracle database, how the data flows into orders table in Oracle database. Somewhere from some transactional tables, they are entering that data into this table. Yes or no? Some based on some transactions, they are having their IDs, their keys. The data flow happens to this orders table. Right? Now, on this orders table, you are creating your extract with the fields that are required, like I need order date, I need ship date, I need ship mode, I don't need row ID. So with your required fields that you will mention here and you will extract your data here. Okay. So when you are creating your extract in this order date, today you are doing some extraction. For example, till today, Tableau is offering business in only 3 categories. So what is the data that it is having in your database in orders table? You are having 3 categories here. You are able to see these 3 categories?
yes.
So tomorrow morning, one fine day, they started expanding their business and they are offering their business in some new category also. So here are furniture, office supplies, technology, and some other fashion or something. They started offering their business in fashion or something. This data will get updated in the orders table or not?
Yes.
Yes or no? That
Yes.
data will get updated. And here, automatically, as Tableau is a read-only file, when it is creating the extract, so first of all, it will save the credentials of this data source, this path, where it is available, and what is the username, what is the port number, all the data will be saved at the extract. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever the data changes that are happening, that will get flow into your extract. Yes or no?
Yes. Now I got it.
Yes. Now I'm talking about the data that is already present. Might be that this is the category that I have added. So if you are having in the table one fine day, so here as the business is growing, till this point only one manager is looking at all this data. So he just need all the information about all these categories. But as the business is growing, one manager is unable to handle everything. So what they have done, they have recruited some manager for each of the category they are running the business. So suddenly one field called manager got added here. So when it is an increment, when it is a full refresh, then obviously whatever the data that you are taking here, that will get flow into your extract. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is how it will happen, guys. Now you are clear. Everyone clear about this? What is live? What is extract?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm expecting some question from you, but no one is asking me. So, okay, I'll ask myself.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so any update or any what do you say, addition of data in the original order table in the database will be updated on extract every time that we create or uh,
Yeah, we do
refresh it.
incremental
Yeah.
refresh or full refresh.
Yeah, but on its own, on the extract table, we are not allowed to make any changes to the contents to the data as such. But we can only what do you say, change on how many columns or how many rows that we
Yes.
need.
Yes.
Yes. So we are not going to make any changes to the content, and that's not going to reflect on the reverse way to the.
Database in the
Yeah,
reverse.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Reverse engineering. So that is called write back functionality. So with some extensions, even Tableau is offering that, guys, but that is paid version. So you need to pay to use that. But by default, in the normal behavior, Tableau is a read-only file. If here in orders table, if it is having dog, then here it will come as dog. If it is having cat, then it will come as cat. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
One thing, just madam, I wanted to ask.
Yes.
Now, say for example, if I have created the extract.
Yes.
Okay. And another day, I'm working on the extract and I have got that file in the Tableau. So by default, it gets converted into live again.
Again, how you are using, see, again, why I have shown you this is that I am using that extract file and I am converting this to live means, again, if you want to take that and again, if you want to do some modifications, then that is the case I have shown you. But generally, when you are creating your extract, that path will be saved and you will use this data and the data flow will happen like this.
Okay,
So
but
here,
can we, say for example, there is an extract, and can we work with the live for that? Say for example.
Here you are, okay. I got your question. Just give me let me explain 2 points here. Then if you have still doubts, then ask me again, okay? For example, here I have created this extract, guys. By using what? By the credentials that are having for this data source. Okay, let me close this. So where is that I have saved here? The 2022 I have saved. Okay, sorry, not this one. Sorry, 1 minute, guys. I forgot. So this is the extract that I have created. So to create this extract, while I'm creating this extract, I have saved the path and I got the data and everything I have done here. Then here, I'm using this extract as my data source here. I'm using this extract as my data source here. Now, I'm using this and here when I'm doing this refresh, is this extract that you kept here, is it doing any functionality here? Are you doing any updation on this? It is just a raw file right here. You created your extract, you kept it somewhere, and on that you are using this extract, and when you have connected, it is coming as live. You're getting my question?
Okay.
Guys, you got my question?
Yes, ma'am.
You're clear about what I'm saying here? Is it actively participating or you are using this as your main data source? And what is that you are doing here? You're getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. And I'm expecting one question from you, but no one is asking me. Okay. I'll ask myself. So till this point, we are explaining, we are talking about.
Hello.
Yes.
Now, now what are you doing now? That is about what I have joined now only. So I'm not understanding.
Can you please watch this recorded video? Why? Because it is already 1.5 hour session. I can't explain you right from the beginning here. Okay? Why? Because this complete session is all about live and extract right from 8 o'clock. So now if I start again, it is a waste of time here. Okay? You just follow the recording. Okay, guys. Now here, okay, you are saying whenever you want to create any extract, you are applying the filters and all that. But what if I'm having live connection? Can I add any filters? Even in the live connection,
Yes.
but I'm expecting this question from a long while, but no one is concentrated about live here. I'll ask myself. So this is the table that I'm having in my database. So I have connected to that data source in the live connectivity. But once I got to know that this is the table that I'm using, in this, I'm having many fields which are not required for me. Then what is that I need to do?
You have to use the filters.
We can unhide these columns which are not needed.
I'm showing you the option. So yes, when you are taking your live connection, when you want to restrict your data flow into Tableau, then build that restriction here by using data source filters. Clear?
Now, can you repeat once?
Here, when this is my table that I'm getting from Oracle database. So for my requirement, I need a connectivity as a live connectivity for this table from Tableau end. But once I have seen this data, there are many such fields that are not required for me here to build the report. So when I'm taking this, every data will flow into Tableau, yes or no? When I'm taking this table, by default, it is in live connection. So I'm taking every data here. What is the proof here? So what is this order of count? You will see later. But here, I'm taking 10,000 rows of data here. But I don't need all the data to be shown at Tableau end. For the analysis, I don't need all this data. Now I'm applying something here called, I'm just taking something like this. Then how many rows of data is flowing?
Near about 4,000.
Yeah, obviously the performance will increase, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that is the thing about data source filters. If you are clear about this, then it is already 9:20 here. I know this much time will be taken to this. So can we start some basics in yes, ma'am. Tell me. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I have one question. We use extract data source for improving our performance, desktop performance, and live is not good for improving performance. And here we are using extract data and connecting with live. Then is any effect on our performance or not?
So generally it is not the case, ma. Just to show you what is in real times, you will have either live connectivity data or extracted data.
Right.
Okay. It is not that you will go to some stage path and again from there. No, it is not that. Already you are complicating by taking live. Why? Because every time when you do something here, so every time it will send a query.
Right.
So already we are having some complication here. Then again, why we will complicate this more? By adding 2 steps or 2 stagings here for your data to reach your data source.
Okay, understand.
You understood, right?
Yeah.
Just to make you understand what are the different perceptions in while connecting to your data, I have just taken that example.
Okay, fine, I understand. Thank you.
Yes.
Ma'am, which one do you prefer for the performance tuning? Is it a live or?
Performance tuning is one such thing. You can't even like here. That is what in live connectivity, there are very less things that we can do here. So what is that? There are many ways that we will follow. We will create our table. If performance is too low for your live connectivity, one thing is either we create aggregate tables or that. Guys, can you please mute yourself? Why? Because your video quality will be like you can't even imagine, guys, when you are listening to the recorded video one more time, so that other noises will irritate you more. Okay, now here, so that is what when it is live connectivity, what is that we'll do here? We'll create aggregate tables, we'll apply data source filters for some views only that summarize. For example, for all the 4 years, what is that value that you are looking for? So to get all the 4 years sale value, you don't require this row level data here. So for that view, for that dashboard or for that view, for that summarized dashboard, you just need the data at some aggregation level. So we define that, and all that after applying all these things also still live data is a bit low, like it gets data. It takes time to load the data, guys. 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. So in real times, what is that they'll expect? Within 4 seconds or 5 seconds, they should get all the data. That is what they'll expect. So what is that you need to do? You need to do all these things. And you need to do some, if tables is a huge volume of data, then you need to find a way to bring the tables. So all these things you will do. Okay.
What all filters we have applied? How to see, ma'am? Currently, we have applied one filter. So, is there any way to see, or we should go and check one by one?
Here.
Yes, ma'am.
Here the list will come.
Ma'am, so okay, so we have applied filter in category.
Yes, here the list
Okay.
will come.
Okay.
About this we will talk later. Even something we need to talk later. Something we need to talk, but that discussion that comes in week 3.
Understood.
Okay. Yes, guys. But let us what about tomorrow? Tomorrow, shall we have session or not?
Yes.
If you are
Yes,
ready, then
Yes, we can have.
we can have,
Yeah,
right?
ready.
Ma'am, can you please, ma'am, can you please share this link?
Yeah, sure. Hello. Aji, ఒకసారి
Yes, sir.
జాయిన్ రేపు క్లాస్ గురించి ఒకసారి అదే నువ్వు చెప్పు నాకు తెలియదు guys, let us start building one visualization that I'll know.
Just a minute. So are we having session tomorrow?
That you all need to decide. I'm ready to take the session.
Yes, I do.
Will you all be ready? You okay if we take the session?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are ready.
Oh, then yes, confirm we have session.
Okay, fine.
I didn't hear at least one no, so I'm there. The session.
Guys, but tomorrow don't think that I listen to the recorded session. No, guys, you need to attend. That's it. Okay. Okay, guys.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So let us talk. Do we find those recordings like yesterday's and today's?
You are registered at tripatanalytics.com?
Yes, ma'am, but I haven't received anything.
No, you will never receive anything. You just need to log in. You log in with your credentials. You just log in with your credentials. 1 second. Once you log in, everyone will have access to this folder. You can see this folder. Tableau free live sessions, August 22. Are you able to see this folder? Under my courses here, if you go to my courses on the left side here also, or else you will be getting here also on the right hand side. At this upper corner, you will be getting my courses. If you click either on this my courses or on this my courses, if you click on this my courses, then you will be able to see some folders like this. Which folder you will be having the access to? You will be getting some folder like this: Tableau free live sessions, August 22 evening batch. Click on that. If you want to see the yesterday's video, then go to here. Here you are able to see view recording, right? So yesterday's video is available as view recording. Today's video, as the session is happening now, you will get the option to join the class. So no need to wait for any link. Just come here, come to this page and click on this join class.
Okay.
Or else use this Google Meet link you are having, right? CHC. Even
Yes,
either use this or use this path. Okay.
Sure.
Yes, guys, we'll do one scenario and we'll wind up for today, guys. So again, so the first scenario is about, sorry.
Ma'am, you have almost spent 1.5 hours on this live and extract, ma'am. So is there any interview question on this, ma'am?
Yes. Interview, leave about interview questions, guys. These concepts are much important for you. To work in real times, these concepts are much important for you.
And parallelly to see what questions will be asked. So is there any way, ma'am? Like
Yes.
currently you taught this topic. So
Yes.
what questions can be available on this
Yes,
topic?
one easiest way. Only one easiest way. What is that? Whatever the scenario that I'll discuss here, if you practice the same scenario immediately after you finish this session, you see, it might be in 2 hours, we will be solving some 10 or 12 scenarios. Sit immediately. If you solve the same scenarios, it will take hardly 10 or 15 minutes, guys. Trust me. So if you solve every scenario, it not only gives you the understanding on how to give the answers to your interview questions, but also it will gives you the depth knowledge on how to understand the data and what is that in the back end, what is that it is happening in the Tableau, and what is that it is showing in the front end. I'll give you that discussion, guys. For whenever I'm giving you that discussion, you just go, you just sit, you just see what is that data and all. Then that gives you, like, every time we are saying, right, if you attend this these sessions, you will be equivalent to 4.5 or 5 years experience, guy. How you will be equivalent to 4.5 5 years, guy? This is the way. When I'm discussing, I'll let you see. It is not only about the scenario, guys. What is that it will happen behind the scenario? How Tableau fetches the data, and what is that it will follow. All those points I'll explain at some points. You just come along with me. So that is what. Let's see. If I say some statements, that will be like statements. When we start really, then you will understand what is that it is about Tableau. So let us talk about one scenario, then you will understand. Let me talk about this scenario. Now here, you are at your data source page. You completed all these things, whatever that you want to apply or whatever that you want to do. I'm deleting this. Okay. Now I'm coming here. So once you got your data, so here you will get your data in the form of these blue fields and green fields. What are these blue fields and green fields? Dimensions and measures. So what is this dimension? What is this measure? And what is the difference between dimension and measure? What is that it is considered as dimension? What is that it is considered as measure? How to convert from dimension to measure, measure to dimension? What is discrete? What is continuous? Where you will understand all these points, guys. From yesterday, I'm asking you I'm making you one request.
Video number 7 and 8.
Yes, video number 7 and 8 is a must to watch. Please watch these 2 videos. Okay, now let us solve this basic scenario, guys. What is that? Design a view to display region-wide sales and color it with region. Display only sales values on the bar. So here they're asking something, the data about region, guys. Now here, I don't know where that, of course, here it is readily available. But if you are unable to find from the list of some 100 or 200 dimensions that are available like this in real time, just search it with region. And now here you got your region. Then immediately I'm trying to bring that region to the view. So this is where you will start developing your visualization. Then where I can drop this, if you can see this, when I'm trying to drag this, so all these fields where it can be dropped, every field is getting these red borders. So this is called row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelf, and this is marks card, and this is the work area. So where you want to drop? So anywhere you can drop, but just to build the view, either drop it in the row shelf or drop it in the column shelf. If you want your data to be present one below to other like this, row-wise data needs to be coming here for each of the dimension that you are taking, then take it in the row shelf, or else take it in the column shelf where it is coming the data as horizontal manner. Then what is one point that we need to understand? Whenever I am bringing any dimension to the row shelf or column shelf, dimensions will give us the headers. What is meant by dimensions are giving me the headers? What are these guys? So under this dimension of region, I am having central, east, south, and west. So for each of the dimension that you bring, dimensions will always give us the headers. Now what is that you want to bring? You want to see region-wise sales. Then where sales are available under these green fields, right? Now here I am bringing sales guys. Till this point, it is under this data pane. This is called data pane. This terminology is very much important to show your expertise. Now, this is your sales. Guys, now here, I am dragging this sales. When I'm starting, when I'm trying to drag, what is that you are getting, guys? Is it sum of sales here? When it is in the data pane? No. Oh, sorry. Okay, now here, when till this point it is under data pane, here it is a sale. But why you are getting it as default, it has sum of sales here? Because now here I am dropping in the columns. Can't I drop it in the rows here like this? Yes, you can drop it here. But what is your dimension is giving you? Central, east, south, and west. These are the headers. When you drag your dimension will gives you the headers. When you drag your measure will always gives you the axis. Okay, here you are getting your axis here. Now here, but why I'm getting the sum of sales? Here, whatever the data that is present, whatever the data that you are getting here, after applying all these things, all the changes that you are having, what is the final data if you want to see? If you click on, you are able to see this option, right? This view data will gives you the complete data that it is presented the Tableau. Then what is that you are doing here, guys? You are taking your region into the fields and you are applying your sales. Then here, if you can observe, this south is repeated for all the 9,000, for all the 10,000 rows of the data that you are having. But how many south or how many east or how many central you are getting here in the view Tableau? Only 4. That means only the distinct data. Only Tableau is avoiding the duplication of the data for your dimension. Yes or no? That means when you look at this, for under this central region, how many transactions happened for this sale? All these transactions belong to central region only, right? Then when I'm asking you a question that how much is central is giving me, then I need to add all these values. So that is what Tableau is doing, and it is aggregating the data and it is giving you this final value. So that is why the default aggregation that Tableau performs here is sum. Now everyone clear? Now here, once I got this, I want to get the, of course, I'm able to see that this west is giving me higher sales and this east is giving me the next highest sales by looking at the length of the bar. But what is that it is giving me west? How much is the value of the sale that I'm getting in west? I want to look at the value. Then either you can, and directly without explanation, I have turned this to this entire view, guys. Why I have taken this here? This is the place that is available for your report to be shown. From this, by default, it is in the standard fit mode. So to take it to the best fit mode in sometimes, you can choose different options. As of now, this space is available and I'm having only 4 fields to show. That is why I'm taking entire view to show it in the best fit way. Okay. Now I want to see the value, right? So there are other ways to see the value, but as of today, let us go with this T only. What is this? Show mark labels. What are marks, guys? First of all, let us come from the starting. I'm clearing this sheet. What is this clearing sheet? You will understand later. I'm dragging region. So how many regions you are having, guys? 4, right?
4.
So by looking at this, you are counting. But if the number of dimensional field members are more, then how you will understand how many fields you are having here? That is where here, if you come to the leftmost corner here, you are able to see 4 marks, right? That means under this region, you are having 4 dimensional field members. 4 marks means these are the 4 marks that you are having. That is why when you are hovering on this T, here it is asking you show mark labels. So whatever the marks that you are having, what is the value that it is holding for each of the mark? Just show me the labels. That is why I'm clicking on this T. Then I'm getting what is the sale that I'm getting for each of the region. Right? Then I want to sort this view. Whichever is giving me the highest sale, that should be shown in the first. Then here, from these options, here when you click on this sort, here you can apply this sort. This is the basic sorting, guys. Some conditional sorting is there. That discussion will come in later sections. Now, what is that? What else you want to do? You want to color it with region. So you want to color the view with region. So I already have taken region here. Here at this, in the row shelf. So I thought I want to take region to the color. Then if I take the same region that I kept it in the row shelf and if I drop it in the color view, this is not what I'm expecting. So what is this view is called? This is called stacked bar. That discussion will come later. But again, if you want to add color to the view, again bring the dimension that they are asking it with region, right? That is why again bring your region to the color. Once you got this, being in the first, west is taking some lighter color. So I want to give west the green color. Then what is that I need to do? Where you drop, how you will change your color. And one more point is, whenever you add your dimension or measure to the color, when you drop in the color window that is available in the marker, these are called windows, guys. These are not shelf, these are called windows. Immediately, which region is taking what color, with that this color legend will be produced. Right? Either you can change the color from here by double clicking on this legends, or else go to this window, color window. Here you are able to see edit colors. To which one you want to change? You want to change it to west. Either which one you want to change it, just select this, or else you want to assign some palette. For example, these colors you don't like it. So if you click on this drop down, Tableau is offering these many color palettes. Even if you are not satisfied with the colors that Tableau is offering, then you can get your customized color palette. Even some companies having their own color combinations, right? That customized color palette can also be added into Tableau. Now, as of now, if you want to apply anything, just select which color palette. Even if you click on assign, already directly whatever the colors that are present here, that will be assigned in the respectable way. Okay, but even if you want to change part of it, that also can be done. If you want to change all the colors of it, that also can be done. So this is about the first view, guys, first scenario in Tableau. Clear, everyone? Okay, let us talk about the remaining scenarios tomorrow, guys.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
sure. So any doubts, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so tomorrow no need to practice anything. Just make sure that you are watching those 7 and 8 videos. Okay. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, tomorrow same time. Bye.